And for me, it was like, our viewers are not gonna want to watch this if we don't have stick to that topic for more news, because this is entertainment. This man, what we were doing wasn't even entertainment. It was just like, how do I put this? Like, there's no way to put it. It was just something that I couldn't stand. Like after our second podcast, I had a little segment where it was about sports, and I wouldn't even get my 30 seconds in, maybe like 15 seconds in there or something like that, and then I would be cut off like so quick. If you could like just go back to our podcast, the ones we did, you can like see how we weren't even prepared. We weren't even like, it wasn't even like we're, see, I can't even think of nothing right now because that showed like what we did. It was just mindless nonsense. Like, and I have to repeat nonsense all over again because it's like, I can't even think of another word to say besides that. We had George as the sound effect, Vanessa as our secretary, and Ricardo as one of another like co-host, colleague, or whatever you want to call it. And you have Freddie as the main guy. Well, tonight Freddie's not here. Tonight it's me. And you might remember me from him introducing me as Fernando. And he would have this introduction of a beat where it was so gay. And he even had a segment for me, Gay Time with Fernando, like, which for me was like, there was nothing gay to say. Because if you go back to the podcast, like, all over again, I was thinking so hard to trying to think of something gay to say. Because A, I'm not gay, and B, who wants to have gay time? Seriously. There's nothing wrong with being gay. It's just I had nothing to say about it. Because what can I say? I can't even think of anything for that show, for the segment, for that matter. I guess it was to the point where Freddie was just trying to put me down and put me in my place because he was the main co-host of the show. He was the guy, but to be honest, I'm the one that created the name On the Porch with Freddie. They wanted to call it some random bullshit like The Head or something like that. I just don't know. Like, from the beginning, it was a really good idea trying to build our own podcast, you know, from the porch. My friend Ricardo, and just start, you know, giving you guys news from like daily newspapers or on the internet or something about like Justin Bieber or Kardashians or anything like that. Ariana Grande. Or Ariana Grande for that matter. But it didn't get to that point. It got to the point where we started talking about like liquor in the first segment in our first podcast. It was how do we drink our liquor? Yeah. What can I say? I don't know. What do you want me to say? And then Freddie was like, I like to drink mine with Sprite. And then Ricardo was the only funny one because he said, I like to take shots because he wasn't a bitch like Freddie. And to me, that was pretty funny. I was like, oh, okay. But other than that, I think it was bullshit. I think it was nonsense. I didn't like it. On the Porch with Freddie was awful. And for me, saying that, I guess it's just me matter of speaking from my mind. I think we all have to agree that this podcast is shit. I can't even like describe it right now. Our secretary Vanessa had some really great ideas on like what to say, the news, anything like that, but Freddie would not want to take that because Freddie, he was the guy. He was the man, supposedly. He was the one that was like, he was the soul of this podcast, and he was the one that was going to bring it up. But to me, there was no bringing up. There was just like mad, like random bullshit that I couldn't even like take. My 30 seconds was up before I even knew it, and I was just trying to bring you guys news from everyday entertainment, but I guess there wasn't. And it was all about Freddie's porn. I'm like, okay, Freddie, yes, porn is out there every day, and okay, so you stick with your porn, we're gonna stick with news. I don't know, like, and I went through podcasts every day, trying to get some examples, and I've seen a lot of good stuff and everything. Like recently, I've seen the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast, which is on the WWE Network, and it was really good. You know, talking to Mr. McMahon and talking to Triple H, and I was going through them and like examining them, trying to take examples out of them, trying to see if I can build a better podcast. And I seen how it was, and I liked what I was seeing. So to me, I guess I just want to make the podcast look a little more presentable, more like that typical podcast that you would want to see, that you want to come back for, that you would like to click on and view like from time and time again. And that was just my whole theory of the whole show. And I just really want to stick to one subject because Freddie wanted to present it as a radio show also, and I was telling Freddie, we need to make this like the segment more longer because you're only taking 30 seconds. But no, he was like, shut up for now. You don't know what to do. I'm the main guy. I'm the host, and I'm like, yes, Freddie, you are. But the thing is, we're only taking like 15 seconds or 30 seconds to talk about something, and then you're just jumping into another conclusion. Like, no, I mean, jump into another segment, and we're not even talking about like actual like news or anything. You're just talking about your of you basically, and I'm like, no disrespect on you, but we're not trying to talk about you. We're trying to talk about the media and what we can bring to this podcast. I mean, you want to go out there and be like bigger than everybody. I know that, and you have to start small. But this podcast is not gonna work if you're just gonna keep talking and talking and talking about your porn, your liquor, your I don't know. I mean, yes, sometimes it can be a good thing, but the way you're presenting it, it's not. It's not really good. I'm just trying to help Freddie out. I was just trying to do everything good. I was just trying to be a good friend, I guess. But the thing is, he would not take my advice. He would not keep going, and he was just like saying mindless behavior, whatever. And there was a good segment one time where we like, yes, his porn was brought up, and it was a good segment. We just kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and it was really good. We just kept talking about that subject. I mean, to me, I guess what I can say is I hated that show. I hated On the Porch Friday. And right now I'm taking over, I guess, because I really want to like say what's on my mind and say what's going through my head right now because like I just really want to go out there and tell everybody what's going on, everything like that. I wish I could get some backup on here or something, but I can't, you know. Does Freddie have a good mind? I don't know. I mean, what's up there? I don't know what's up in his head, and I can't really tell you guys how sorry I am for like a boring podcast. At times it was funny, but at times it was like, man, what are you doing to this show? You gotta present the show more and more better than what it is. Sorry, everybody. I'm really sorry that you had to hear Freddie's voice. And if you don't know Freddie, then I mean, get to know him a little better. But to me, I guess I'm just saying that Freddie's gay. There you go. Freddie's gay. Maybe he is gay. I don't know. Dude. He wanted, like I said, guys, he wanted to present me as a segment called Gay Time with Fernando, and I really didn't like it because I couldn't think of anything. Maybe he could think of something, but he gave me that segment saying Gay Time with Fernando, and it wasn't when I just didn't want to do it. I guess at that time, and it was really bringing me down because why is this guy telling me like I think you're gay or shut up or anything like that, and it was getting to the point where I was getting ticked off at points because I was like, please stop bringing me down, stop doing this. Like, come on, Freddie, just give me maybe at least 10 minutes of media and maybe I can at least help the show. But he wouldn't let me. He wouldn't do that, and I was getting really ticked off all the time. And it wasn't even on the show. It was like after the air too. Like she would try to like tell me, no, what you're doing is not right. Because ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, I actually want to be a professional wrestler. And when I kind of said this, he started laughing at me like, And for some reason, I was like, "Whoa! If you're not gonna be supportive about it, then I guess you shouldn't be my friend." And I did not tell him that because it's like, what the hell? What's the point? And like I said, if he's not supportive of what I want to do, then he should not be my friend in the first place. Because now I could care less what's gonna happen after this podcast. And I'm just really trying to like express everything that I have right now and going through my head and everything like that. Because tonight, the late night edition without Freddie. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking over tonight. This is me bringing you what's on my mind and what's going on. Everything will fall into place at one point, but it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. And what I've seen right now through what Freddie's doing, I guess, wow. Because they actually want to build a club together. Sammy and Ricardo want to build a club. But what's Freddie's mind? I don't know. I mean, holy crap. They want to call it the Cube. I mean, it's a good idea to build a club. But with Freddie's mind, I don't know. I mean, crap. I don't know, guys. But other than that, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I got tired of the show, and I guess I'm going to try to go on my own on this podcast. Solo dolo, I don't know what you guys call it these days. And this is what I want to try to do, and this is what I want to do.
Very good.
So I guess I'm just gonna try to keep going with George as the normal guy for anything, like as the DJ, I guess you want to call it, like I'm a DJ or something. But I guess what I'm gonna try to do on my podcast is just try to bring you neat like everyday things from everyday life or something like that, and that's what I'm gonna try to do every single day. So other than that, we're just gonna talk about right now what's going on in wrestling. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I love wrestling. I grew up with wrestling. Who hasn't grown up with wrestling? Who hasn't wanted to do wrestling ever since they were a little kid? Like, and you can take them from perspective from other people, like, because wrestling is like one of the main shows around America and Mexico that you want to see every day in life. Me and my little brother, we actually wanted to like practice the moves when we were little, trying to do all that. I mean, we just yeah did anything. We did like moves on a trampoline. Started from the bottom. I guess you're what you're trying to say. It's like what we're trying to say. Like everybody's like getting into this. Everybody wants this. So I'm gonna try to bring you at least some wrestling news in everyday life because I mean that's one of my things that I like to do. And right now we're gonna go on the topic of Roman Reigns. And if you didn't know who Roman Reigns is a Samoan wrestler in WWE. His real name is I hope I pronounce this right. Is Joseph Anoa'i or Anoa'i or something like that. But if you didn't know, he's the son of Sika, and Sika, if you didn't know, he had a brother named Afa who he teamed up with in the WWF back in the days to take on. They were like three-time world tag team champions and everything like that. So I'm gonna try to bring you news about him right now. Like Roman Reigns, like he's a really good athlete, like from football and everything like that. Played for the Yellow Jackets in Georgia Tech. Then played for a little while up in Minnesota for the Vikings until he was released, and then played in the CFL.
Don't settle for 4G.
After all of that didn't help. I guess he went to a developmental camp to try to do wrestling because I mean, wrestling is in his blood, and that's where he grew up with. And if you didn't know, he's also cousins with The Rock, and right now the tag team champions, the Usos. So right now, me and my partner here, and George, are going to talk about the situation between him and what happened at the Royal Rumble. What do you think, George? What's your thoughts on the booing that happened when Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble? Take your time. Take your time. I know it's like hard to like think about because like you have a guy who's actually like doing something really positive and then he's getting booed after winning Royal Rumble. Do you think he's like coming in too fast and superstar rising up too fast? Well, anyways, what happened at the Royal Rumble is there was more chance for Daniel Bryan than anybody, and then seeing Daniel Bryan being eliminated really quick and during the match, it's like, yes, I wanted him to win, but for me, I really wanted Roman Reigns to win the whole match, and like, but when I saw that pay per view and I seen the crowd like going boo and like, you know how Philadelphia, like, I know they're like Philadelphia was a huge wrestling fact for ECW at the time, like back in the days. But when I seen that they were booing him and that it just didn't really click, really click. Like, why are they booing this guy? This guy is like actually doing something really good. And to me, I didn't really know what was going on, what happened. I mean, I guess it's because I guess he's coming up too quick, and for me, yes, I actually agree. He's coming up too quick. He's doing like he's already got the like going for a title, and I mean, but then think about it. Also, you know, like people like Batista, Brock Lesnar, and John Cena for that fact, who was the face of the company, they got like their shots really quick for the WWE Championship. So I'm thinking, why not this guy? He's been like there for 2 years already. Why not give him a shot? But the whole thing about him getting booed and how everything like how they say like he's coming up too quick, that his storyline will like eventually his career will end really quick because what the WWE is feeding him. And to me, I mean, I wouldn't like to see Roman Reigns be out really quick out of WWE. I mean, I would really like to see him like evolve more as a wrestler, as a champion, everything. I mean, and to talk about like kayfabe, and kayfabe is dying, and I really think that maybe they should just like hear what the fans want to see, not what they were going for. I mean, I think it's like to the fact that we're not that entertainment is going down. I mean, I'm really thinking that WWE could be the next WCW and have its fall. Right now, I'm gonna compare it to TNA, and TNA is like really good actually. They have wrestlers like Jeff Hardy, Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, Matt Hardy, and Sting was there for a while. Mm. They have Bobby Lashley on there, and MVP. Those ones of the wrestlers that came from WWE that were like really good, and now they're on TNA, and they're making a more perspective like point on TNA. Like Bubba Ray Dudley is actually doing a lot more than what he did in WWE. And talking about Bubba Ray Dudley, he appeared at the Royal Rumble as number 3 entrance, and that was really good. I actually didn't see that coming, but I mean that was really good.
Supposedly, Randy Orton was in the being Royal Rumble, but they canceled it.
They did?
Yeah. He was like already suited up and everything,
What the hell?
ready to fight, but then I don't know, they canceled it. Supposedly he's gonna fight WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania?
Yeah.
What do you think they're gonna do with him at WrestleMania?
I heard that they were scheduled for him to fight at WrestleMania. So hopefully he's gonna fight. I don't know.
I don't know, man. What do you think about Roman Reigns? Like, do you think he's coming up too fast in WWE, or do you think they should take their time and just?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You
No.
think they just keep rolling with Roman Reigns? Because I think he can actually beat Brock
He,
Lesnar.
yeah. Cause we have like Daniel Bryan, really. I mean,
Yeah, I like Daniel. I mean,
Brock
Daniel's
Lesnar
good.
would tear him up.
He would.
Personally, even like Seth Rollins, he would tear him up.
Yeah, I mean, like Daniel. I mean, I like the guy, but I mean, I would like to see him as champion again because I mean, like the whole yes movie, he's got the people's attention really locked in more than any other wrestler I've seen.
But I don't think he could beat Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah. Unless they do something with like him beating Brock Lesnar and getting back the championship.
The person that has the better chance is Roman Reigns.
I think Roman Reigns has a better chance. I don't really think so. Unless Roman Reigns wins at the WrestleMania event, and then you see Seth Rollins cashing in the Money in the Bank.
That's the only thing too. The Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm like for Roman Reigns. I really respect the guy because he's like, I mean, he's a beast. I ain't gonna lie, he's a beast. Like you see the families and like family tree that he has with the Samoans, Yokozuna and
The Rock.
The Rock, Rosie, who was part of the
Rikishi.
Rikishi,
Yeah.
his uncle, the Usos, his cousin, Umaga, who's Eddie Fatu, and then you have Peter Maivia, who's the main guy who descended the whole Samoan wrestling family. So he's coming from like a big family, from like family tree in wrestling. So I mean, but at the same time, I think it's because of his family. That's why he's getting like more fame. I'm pretty sure that's why the fans are booing him more and more, and like, because he actually lost the match. He lost the match. His first match he saw, he lost as a single. And I don't know where they're gonna go from that, and it's like weird. That's really weird. And now I want to get back on Daniel Bryan. I mean, Daniel Bryan, like, I think he should get a chance against Brock Lesnar, or get a chance as the WWE champion one time. But damn, I just
He's not gonna beat Brock Lesnar.
I don't think he's gonna be Brock Lesnar for a chance.
I mean, John Cena can't beat Brock Lesnar, but
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan can't.
No. Oh, it's with speed, but then again, Brock Lesnar moves really fast too.
Daniel Bryan is way smaller.
Weighs less, and everything like that. Oh God, dude. That is gonna be like one hell of a beating. Man, I love Daniel, and I like him the way he is. I mean, I do the yes chance too sometimes. I mean, who doesn't? But I don't know. And the whole thing now, let's talk about the whole thing with Sting. Can't wait to see what they're gonna do with Sting. I mean, the guy has never stepped inside the WWE till Survivor Series.
He's gonna be face to face with Triple H at Fastlane.
Triple H has called him out at Fastlane to talk to him about what the whole deal's gonna be. I mean,
I'm pretty sure he's gonna show up.
He's gonna show up. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if it was in the PG era, I think maybe Sting would have came out with the bat and everything like that. Like he used to like. I mean, he is one of the last soldiers from WCW to come into the WWE because after WCW went out at a like just like the company like the whole show ended and Vince McMahon buying it, Sting decided to try something else. I mean, because you see how he made like friendships with everybody in WCW, and like some of the people that he made friendships with, they didn't go back to WWE. They decided to go like choose another path. And I guess he just didn't want to do that, so he took time off the wrestling until he found TNA. But he never crossed over to like WWE. Survivor Series, man, I was like, what the hell? Because I just remember like my brothers coming in like, yeah, no, Sting's on TV. Like what? Sting is on TV. Like I went running. It's like, the fuck, it's Sting.
Yeah.
And I like replaying that every single time on YouTube. Like you see Sting just coming out of nowhere. And I want to see what Sting does. I mean, but what I've read is his contract is only for one wrestling match.
WrestleMania, maybe.
Just wrestle. That's what I'm thinking. WrestleMania, because what I heard they were trying to do like a Sting versus the Undertaker at WrestleMania, but now that Brock Lesnar beat the streak, I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Sting versus Triple H. Yeah. And now it's really good that he crossed in Sting. I don't know what he's gonna say to. I don't know what he's gonna say to Triple H at Fastlane, but I hope it's something good, like what he's gonna do to him or whatever.
Hope they fight.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's probably gonna be pretty good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know, but and other news I know in the wrestling Chris Jericho actually is he's actually one of the guys that is like supports Roman Reigns on WrestleMania. Like he spoke like WWE, like he spoke to like Chris Jericho. He spoke to some of the people from the Wrestling.com. He said that Daniel Bryan is popular, like, but they know that's what Vince McMahon thinks. But he's not really one of Vince McMahon's like top wrestlers that he would want to put out there because Roman Reigns is. I mean, like he even said that he would like to see WrestleMania. He would like to see WrestleMania with Roman Reigns as him winning the title. Because I think he said that they should go with this guy. But what I've heard is that they should do a Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns tag team together against somebody. And the whole thing, I think maybe Roman Reigns has to go up against against Brock Lesnar. The thing is, what they want to do, I think that Chris Jericho wants to do, is like give an idea is that it should be Sting versus Triple H, Rusev versus John Cena. I think Rusev should win the title, win the match at Fastlane. That way, at WrestleMania, because John Cena is like he's the top dog at WrestleMania, so obviously he has to win a match at WrestleMania. So I think John Cena should lose the first one at Fastlane and then go at WrestleMania to win the other one. To win.
Supposedly, Randy Orton is in a fight in WrestleMania too. I heard about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He said that he's scheduled to fight at WrestleMania.
I wonder how.
I don't know how, but he said that he's scheduled to fight.
Yeah.
Supposedly he was scheduled to fight at Royal Rumble, but they put him out. He was like ready to fight and everything. He was all suited up, but they put him out.
That's weird. Because I would like to see Randy Orton again for some reason. I don't know. But I think at WrestleMania, that's what Chris Jericho said. He would like to see John Cena versus Rusev and Triple H versus Sting. And then he would like to see The Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. I don't know. I don't know why. But I think what should happen is Brock Lesnar should have like a match on like either a Fastlane or during a Raw event, and maybe that's when he's like really tired or whatever, and that's when Seth Rollins should cash in his Money in the Bank, and then they have Rollins versus Reigns at WrestleMania. That's what it should be like. But I don't know what they're gonna do. But for me, my pick for Fastlane should be Roman Reigns to be Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. There's a fair chance because if Daniel Bryan faces Brock Lesnar, that's like 0% chance Daniel Bryan's gonna win.
It is.
Like way smaller.
It's way small. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. WWE. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do with that because I really would like to see Roman Reigns win that championship already because out of all the Shield, I like him better. Plus, they said that on SmackDown, Roman Reigns was getting fake cheers from the fans.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they say that he was like, since he won that Royal Rumble, whatever, and all this, the stuff they were talking about, that now how the fans are not really wanted to go with Roman Reigns. He got some fake cheers at the SmackDown event. No, we're not doing fake gay talk with Fernando Orlando right now. We're just talking about random shit. That's okay. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. But now, I don't know.
Oh, Randy Orton should fight though.
Randy Orton should come back. I mean, yeah. Like, I don't know. He should come back, but I don't know if he's like. And John Cena, I don't know what they're doing with him anymore. I mean, I like John Cena and everything like that, but Right now, I don't know what they're going to do with him. I mean, I would like to see him win another championship and title with Ric Flair, but I don't see that happening anymore.
He had 2 shots at Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
So,
and failed.
like, who was there else to fight Brock Lesnar for the title? I mean, Roman Reigns got a chance too.
Got a chance.
We'll see.
Seth Rollins, maybe, not really, but.
I don't think so.
Nah.
Daniel Bryan, nope.
Nope, nothing like that.
Randy Orton, I don't know. I don't think so either. We'll see.
That's really crazy what WWE is doing now. I mean, I think they should really go back to the Attitude Era.
Supposedly, what's his name? Irish guy. What's his name? Ireland?
Who?
Ireland? Irish guy.
The Irish guy? Oh, you're talking about what's his name? Sheamus.
He's supposed to come back in Fastlane.
Fastlane?
Yeah. He's scheduled to fight at Fastlane.
Yeah, because that's what I was like wondering, where the fuck is Sheamus at? Because I really wanted. I was thinking he's gonna come back in the Royal Rumble out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But you see people like.
I've seen like promotions from like Fastlane, and he's all over that. So I don't know. He might come back. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean I like Sheamus, and for like people that to be Brock Lesnar, I think it would be Sheamus, Roman Reigns, and maybe John Cena to give him another chance of the way John Cena gets manhandled on that.
Maybe two Randy Orton, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Randy Orton, like maybe those 4 guys, maybe that could be Brock Lesnar. That would be my thing if they could do what they can do, like. Unless they want to put Sting in there and win his first championship, but that's going too far.
Yeah, I doubt that.
That's going too far. Yeah, not really. I mean, I would like to see that, but the thing is, that'll be going too far.
Yeah.
Supposedly
too, what's his name? Brock Lesnar, his contract is up after WrestleMania.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they definitely know how to make a move after WrestleMania with them.
Because they're trying to decide whether he's gonna come back or not, but obviously that's his decision.
It is. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like.
We'll just see after WrestleMania what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, WrestleMania is it's only like maybe like, what, 2 months away now?
May? No, March.
It's April.
I think it's
WrestleMania is like at the end of March? Or
no,
it's
end of March.
Okay, I think it's at the end of March.
Next month?
Yeah, next month, I think so. And it's not that far. I mean, I don't know what WWE is going to do anymore. I mean, like, I've been watching it more and more and more and more, and it's like, oh shit, what are they going to do? I'm like, kind of like, whoa, shit, like, do something productive.
What are they going to do when John Cena's gone?
When John Cena's gone, I don't know, dude, that's the whole thing about it, too. Because, okay, WWE is, like, on the internet, I've been reading, like, on Facebook, sometimes it pops up, like, what the WWE is doing wrong and everything like that, and how they're losing money. One of the problems is that they're losing money because they're not giving the fans what they want. They're not giving them the champions. They're not giving them like what they want to see. And also the WWE Network, it's $9.99. I mean, it's a good thing, but so far when I was reading it, that they only got like maybe 400,000 viewers only. And what they wanted to do is they wanted to get 1 million subscribers. Triple H announced it on what was it, on WWE, no, on Raw. No, it wasn't. I think it was on Raw that they had reached 1 million subscribers. Thing is, those subscribers only did it because it was free for this month.
Yeah.
And they clearly said, you can cancel at any time you want to. So after this month that it's free, they're gonna cancel. Yeah. And that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna go on, and that's what WWE is doing to lose money. And they have the whole NXT wrestling thing in Orlando, and they got the training facility in Tampa. I mean, yes, it's a good idea, but the thing is, they're losing money. Like they're investing a lot of money in stuff like that, and like what they're giving us on TV is just mainly basically the same characters all over and over again. Like back then, you had people like Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy who were like like up there, going and like doing like all these high flying moves and everything like that. Because in WCW, what their problem is, they're only giving like certain people like Hulk Hogan, Goldberg, and all of them like more time on TV than they were giving like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. That's why Eddie Guerrero had to leave the company, and right now that's what's probably going to happen to WWE. They're giving the top people. But then again, it could all change. You never know because I mean, like like right now when I said like John, what are they going to do when John Cena leaves? Because John Cena, he's the main guy. Everybody buys his stuff, whether you like him or not. He's still selling like shirts, headbands, armbands, wristbands, shirts, caps, towels, posters, movies. He's selling everything. He's basically the one that's bringing in the dough. And once he's gone, like, or say if he gets hurt, I don't know, or what if he gets hurt, like maybe in the next event, where he says, I'm
That's what I'm thinking, like, they're saying, like, Seth Rollins, but, oh, he's not, like, at the same level as John Cena.
Yeah.
He's definitely lower than that.
Yeah, because, I don't know, man. I don't think there's nobody that's going to replace John Cena in the future, nothing like that. Nobody's going to replace him. Because you have a guy who was like, oh, at first he was like, okay, the doctor of thugonomics, but still people wanted to see that. They were like cheering him on, they were doing all this stuff. And after his first championship, they started buying his stuff more. He sold a lot of copies on his first CD he brought out, and it was like, whoa. Because we even bought it too. And it was a pretty good album. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty good. I mean, we bought it too at Walmart. It was a pretty good album. Good album. I'm not gonna lie. Then after that, more Fame. The Marine came out. People bought that. More shirts came out. People bought that. At arenas, the only reason why arenas are getting packed nowadays is because of John Cena. That's the whole thing. John Cena is packing those arenas. He's the reason why. See little kids now, they're more into John Cena. They like John Cena. And yeah.
WrestleMania, March 29th.
Yeah, March 29th?
March 29th.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Because like the whole thing, like, hypothetically saying, John Cena gets hurt next week, suppose. Let's just say he gets hurt out of nowhere. Has to have his last match, and he's going to say, officially retired. Things are not going to go the same way anymore. And I guess that's what the company has to think about. What if? What's going to happen if John Cena gets hurt, goes old, and retires, or gets bought by another company? TNA could buy him. They could say, hey, we're going to give you more money. Or you never know, freaking WWE might be dumb enough to like release him like they did and like release other people. Because the way WWE is though, I mean, it looks like they're doing them good, but the thing is, I don't know if they're making more marketing off of like NXT, the WWE Network, the way they're going with live events. I don't know. That's stupid. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna end it there now for today. Tune in next time for more on the Porch with Freddy. Well, I don't know what's called now since Freddy's not here, but
I'll put it for George.
Fernando and George probably, and that's it. Maybe our Secretary Vanessa is gonna speak in once in a while, but well, ladies and gentlemen, just leave you there. Good night and good news.